Hi guys, and welcome to Norwegian Modeling Bench. This is Kenneth, and this is the 17th installment on the CV-6 build. Today I am addressing the hangar deck, so getting planes and details in place inside the hangar, getting lights in, and then installing the flight deck. So even though this is a short one, there's a lot of hours behind in terms of painting and so on. I hope that you enjoy the video, like and subscribe and comment if you like. So first off, I installed the forward elevator. I have painted it all up and weathered the elevator deck, and then just using CA glue to install it. And I think it came out quite well, so also a test for the flight deck. Then it is adding a lot of details inside the hangar deck. So my point here is just to make a bit of a scene inside. That might be the wrong word, but getting it furnished kind of, so that it looks like there is things going on. So I've painted up a lot of crates and bags and so on that's being placed. And I also added some of the forklifts coming from the KA-models detail upset for the planes. I also prepared some of the wings. I've seen wings at least on a lot of pictures. Most of them were in the ceiling, but this again will give a bit of an impression that things are going on, maintenance is being done on the planes and so on. So I think that gave a bit of an interesting view when looking inside. Then I'm adding the different planes that I've had some videos on. And my main thing here is looking from the doors, see what do I see inside, trying to create something that is interesting to watch through those doors. After adding the planes, I've also painted up some crew members, so at least there are some life or people working inside the hangar deck as well. And just trying to group them together so it looks like they are in interaction with each other. But of course, whatever goes here, I guess. Then it was time to give the hangar lights. I don't know if you have seen the instructions, but there are some girders going on above this. So this was my final look inside the hangar from above, and I think it came out quite well, if I might say so. Of course, one can add as much as one likes, but the main thing for me was to give an impression of things going on when watching through the doors. So therefore, I also made the plane in advance and also prepared all the crew members. So here we can see from the side watching inside the hangar deck. Of course, this was without the flight deck above, so natural light coming in, but at least a good test for how it would look like before closing that one up. So then it was time to add those girders. I also added some extra support. Just installed some simple LED strips to make some lights. I wondered a bit about adding some nano LEDs and so on, but I figured out at the end that this was the easiest way to get some proper lighting in place. And then it was time to install the flight deck. And what I tested out in the beginning was not installing them together, but as two parts. So I started out with the forward part, the bow part. As you can see, I'm using E6000 to do this, as I usually do when installing bigger parts. and then adding the flight deck above. Of course, I've tested this a gazillion times before doing this operation, making sure that everything fits, and that it was actually possible to do it in this sequence. So I got that part, the deck in place, also using some clamps to press the walls in place, and not needing that much of a horizontal or weight on the deck on this part, but just adding some Gorilla Glue bottle on the forward part. Then letting it dry for 24 hours before I moved on to the aft part. And then it was time to work on the aft part. Same operation, adding E6000. There's a lot of areas to cover here. And fortunately, the E6000 has an open time of at least 4 to 5 minutes before it's starting to get kind of lumpy or gooey. So that was definitely enough for this operation. Then it was sliding the deck into place on those notches that you have before pressing the deck in place, and making sure that it is as tight as it can towards the walls. And as you might remember from one of the previous videos, there was a problem with one of the walls on the side, on the port side, and as you will see later, that wasn't perfect afterwards, but after a lot of clamping, it was not too bad. So using all the clamps I had at disposal for this, it's not too bad. The only area which we will look at now, well, needs some fix up, but I guess all in all, it was expected, and I think with some putty it will be fine. Otherwise, it was a good fit, as you can see. And so this is the final view from outside into the hangar deck when it's all closed up with the LEDs and everything in place. So I hope that it gave you a bit of an insight in how I did it at least, and maybe you will have a better view on how to do this. So until next time, keep safe. Bye for now.